this best-of-3 series. Virtus.pro took the victory on the first. Very strong first half on them on that first map. Espada managed to bring it back at least somewhat. But now they need to try and start off stronger on Inferno to bring it all the way back to a third map.
Yeah. See what they can do with the pistol round. They do start on the CT side. As it is, say, Virtus.pro's map pick, but look at this aggression up Banana. VP, they're just going to try and claim control early on, all 5 of them in position now, and they're going to be able to set up their utility. A couple of smokes to come through standard, coffin, and decent cross smokes. As, I mean, the odds can't get much worse than that for Espada. I mean, they're able to find a couple kills here, with Dima still alive in the back of the site. It's denied VP the bomb plant. Sanji getting a kill has at least kept things somewhat close, and with Buster another one something pushing forward. He might be able to find the kill here. It's awkward. It's an awkward battle. Everything's awkward. Finnegan's the last one alive, and the awkward descends as the round does as well. VP, they do pick up the pistol despite those opening 2 kills from Dexter.
Yeah, almost like that good old song from the Brick movie, if you know what I mean. A few years back, everything is awkward. Well, certainly an awkward, certainly an awkward duel here between the players in towards that B bomb side. VP managed to pick it up. Yakinda, as you pointed out, a nice little double kill for him, double kill for Sanji as well. VP deciding to go for a tactical timeout. It looked like they. Maybe I'm reading too much into this, but it looked like they had slight bit of miscommunication in that that entry towards the B bomb side and in those duels. Maybe they just want to try and figure that out.
Yeah, it's yeah. I think it's a nice opening round for VP, but. You know you shouldn't talk about songs when I'm around, Jeet. You don't want to get me started.
That's true. I should just stop it, man. You'll just break out in song one of these days, and it'll be all my fault. So people who are watching right now, if he breaks out in song, just blame me. It's fine. Give me all the hate. Oh, Pat and Dexter. Nice frags with the death and the balcony. Patsy, he's not done yet. Finds another as he picks up the AK-47. Buster gets taken down, and that's the bomb. And that's pretty much the round. James, is he gonna go for the his famous play, James time, or is he gonna try and see if he can bring this one back? Saving wouldn't be a bad idea for him, but he finds the first frag. That gives him a sliver of hope. Gotta remember that we only have one weapon in the hands of Espada currently. It's on Patsy, who got the triple. Slight chance here for James, but with 40 seconds left on the clock and him moving even further away from the bomb, I think he's just gonna be sitting in T-spawn eventually. Maybe in the kitchen having a bit of tea. A bit of relaxed time, kicking it up on the recliner.
Yeah, this is true James time. A bit of self-indulgence for James over in that kitchen, as you say. But I think with a bomb in the CT's control there, it makes things so much harder to even attempt the round. Nice work from Espada to bounce back instantly after that initial round. They'll be able to take a couple Mac 10s and AK out of it as well. So pretty decent all in all.
As you pointed out, good positioning there by Patsy and Dexter, finding the opening frag. Should see it here once again. Dexter very quickly reacting to the aggression coming his way. Dexter found one in the mix there. Patsy actually tripling up for the round. Good hold over towards the balcony. VP decided to go for something very quick in that round. Not entirely sure about that. Typically, that's something you want to do if you're on an eco or at least a bit of a min-buy. To go for it in a round like that, to go for very fast aggression towards apartments is super untraditional. And sometimes you want to go for those untraditional plays to try and surprise your opponents, if you will. So, maybe not the worst idea, but definitely not the greatest execution.
Nice combination from Patsy and Demon to take down Buster. That's the was initially the AK going down. It has now traded hands into Kickets as he looks for a little bit of intel. He's got that one towards TP. They will drop a smoke though in response, and quite a bit of damage being done to Espada here. A few players have taken quite a few tags, but obviously they still hold that man advantage.
Mid-round call for VP. Rotate back towards B. We do still have 2 players in this position. It's Patsy, who's low on HP, and Demo, not much more healthy. Patsy, though. Never mind. There you go.
Oof.
Okay.
Kinder caught with the pulling the gun out as well. It leaves just Sanji and Jame 2-on-2. AK's towards the back of the site. They can definitely still do this. They've got good position. They have no more utility. Dexter does have a kit, and they have a couple of flashbangs that can be used. But with Sanji taken down early on here, it leaves just Jame a 1 versus 2. And can he clutch this one out? Flashbang towards the back. It's really going to affect Jame, and he tries to take the fight, but Dexter will secure the round with a 2K for himself there. And the bomb, plenty of time to get it defused. Finnegan picks himself up a kit. Espada, they're on 2.
2-1 on the board. VP, good entries towards that B bomb site. Good mid-round call as well. And quickly going for that rotation. Great entries, like, no word of a lie. They quickly find the first frag over towards the spools. Coffins. And the second frag on top of the boost towards CT. Ooh, Patsy, that's a clean headshot. Beautiful. Okay. Double nade action. That's the Endema. Absolutely demolishing Jame. That's rough. Rough start here for VP.
That'll give him a headache.
Oh, absolutely.
There's only 3 deagles remaining for VP. I doubt they find much with them, although Sanji gets a cheeky first. Kinder can't manage any of the same, as Dexter's AWP is more than capable of finishing off the kill. Good shot from Buster, though. Does give them another on the board, but it's only him who... Well, it's only Sanji, actually, who remains. Over towards that A site, picks up an AK, is looking for frags, so it's looking for an escape route. Once the bomb is firmly in Espada's control.
Sanji should be able to hold on to his weapon here as well, because we don't have like a massive amount on the Espada side of it. That's always a good tell. If you're wondering whether or not your opponents are going to be hunting, think about how much money they could potentially have in a round like this. So with these 3 players still alive, they will still be able to drop those weapons over to their teammates. But if they lose another player, they're going to be fairly limited on at least one of those players going into the next round. So there's no real reason for Espada to hunt him down here. Just leave him with that weapon. Let him save it, even though it means that they'll get another full buy out of it. Work on your own economy and then worry about your opponents next.
Yeah, like you could, even if the opponents are really struggling, if you're struggling yourself, often it's not worth going for that risk. And Espada, they do just take themselves into a third with a few weapons surviving, as looking all right on the CT side so far. VP obviously picked up the pistol round, but nothing since then. As there's a lot of utility dumped towards Banana. Sotfik actually takes a lot of damage, but Dima with aggression down mid is only good for 1. Kicket's quick on the trade. Patsy's taking a lot of damage as well in Banana, so they need to be careful, Espada here. They were hoping that Dima would be able to potentially find more than 1.
Molly coming through, clearing sandbags. Bit of a slower pace in this round, as you can see. Sanji It's actually in a pretty forward stance here, and Espada, they only have one defender over towards the A-bomb side, so gone for a bit of a gamble. This is what the most famous Jane time actually comes from. You gamble on one of the bomb sites. If you get caught on the opposite bomb site, you just hold on to your weapons. So that might be what Espada are going for here. So if Finnegan goes down without much of a fight, and VP goes for the plant over on the A-bomb site, seems like they might actually be going for a double fake here and doubling back eventually. Yakinda getting pushed in towards CT might help them out towards this B-bomb site.
Yeah. It's going to be a brawl either way. Yakinda, if he can find a cheeky frag here, even if he's just able to show face and sort of force the Espada side into a different position, it should be good. But with the kills coming through for Patsy and Dexter, with Yakinda spotting out on that flank, it's all falling apart. And Espada, good work. There's the gamble from Espada, working out wonders.
Yeah, for a hot moment there, it looked like VP were actually going to go for the A-bomb site, and had they gone for the A-bomb site, we're probably going to see, Finnegan maybe finding one frag if he, if luck was on his side, I suppose. Potentially even two, if a Lady Luck really liked him. But VP trying to play mind games, but it seems like they're mind gaming themselves more than anything.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, they sort of got tricked by the ability to get Yakinda into that position, and they thought, well, we have to use this now. But you don't always have to try and go for that CT flank to be. Just because you have the control doesn't mean you need to attempt it, and that's a lesson VP have learned in that round. This Kicker's already down to 16 in this one. Just pistols, primarily Jane with the AK-47. Kicker actually has no cash in his bank anymore.
Yeah, Kicker went for the AK drop to Yakinda, allowing Yakinda to get Kevlar behind it, and still hold on to some money for the next one. So it's a bit of sacrificial hero AK, if you will. Again, it's something I've mentioned before. I'm not a fan of the hero weapon buy, regardless of what weapon it is. Whether it being an AK or an AWP or whatever. I don't think it makes a whole lot of sense. That being said, Buster making pretty good sense of his... Oh, Dexter, he actually hits that shot. That's sick. James, you're ready to say goodbye, James. Dexter is on one today. There you have it.
Just think as well, 7 rounds in, or 6 rounds in rather, no aces from Yakinda yet. No aces.
He had
Yakinda.
2 already in the first map. I mean, that was unheard of, let's be real. That's something that you pretty much never see. For him to have two aces after 5 rounds, I think it was, on the first map, you don't see that. You just don't.
Yeah.
Espada.
Did you say 2? It's 3, I think, wasn't it? 3 aces.
Oh, it was. Yeah, it was 3, like in the middle of the first half. Was that? I forgot when he got his 3rd ace, but it was over towards the B-bomb side, I remember.
Yeah. Either way, it's very impressive.
Absolutely.
Patsy, a little bit of a gap in that smoke. You can have a little bit of a toy with that. Watching towards the other gap in the smoke. It's a battle of gaps. And, not sure who's going to be able to win out in it, but Sopfit going forward has actually been able to find Yakinda, so Patsy's position is pretty pointless now. As they clear out the top mid, James is over towards the apartments all his lonesome on a solo mission. He's now dead, so that solo mission has been a bit of a solo failure. As Dexter towards the B site gets caught out by the hop up by Pickett. He hits the shot, but it's through the corner of the wall. So at least they find that kill, VP. But still impressive from Dexter to even land, to even connect with that bullet. But now they try and go for the bomb plant, but stop Vic. Just sprays through the smoke and the coffin, and will quickly put Quicker in his own coffin, as it's Espada looking to try and find a 6, a bit more damage being done. Stop is going to deny the plant yet again. It's only one left, and only for a short moment. Buster isn't alone for long on this world.
This is such a weird showing already. So on the first map, just a quick reminder for those of you who weren't here for it. First map was Mirage. First half of that first map went 12-3 in Virtus.pro's favor. Then Espada managed to bring it back and make it competitive and interesting towards the later stages of that one. And it ended up being 16-11 in the favor of VP. But now, this is the map choice of VP. Just want to quickly remind people of that. Virtus.pro dominated, at least in the first half, on Espada's map choice. Now Espada are doing the same on Virtus.pro's map choice, and it's a map statistically that Espada are not strong on. This is the upside down. Reverse day.
Topsy-turvy. I just want to make a quick note as well on the A stream. There's currently Na'Vi versus K23. That's in overtime in the first map on K23's map pick. 18-16 favoring Na'Vi right now. And that is the first map. But back to our own game. DP, they've gone for a hero AK again. Was that saved? No, it wasn't, because everyone died. Just double checking in my head. Kick it. Again, a hero AK for the VP side. They're doing it too much. Once or twice, certain particular rounds, if the conditions allow, maybe you can go for one, but they're doing it like almost exclusively on these sorts of rounds. As Dexter quickly picks up one, Finnegan another. It's starting to fall apart yet again for VP as Espada are going to try and get the 7-1 here, and if only Buster alive, he will collect one of the deagles to salvage that AK, but only for a moment. It is 7 for the Espada side. VP's little cheeky attempt, not going to account to much.
A good friend of mine called Einstein once said, insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different result. And that's exactly what VP are doing right now. They keep going for the hero AK buy. It doesn't work for them. They get shut down time after time. And it just means whenever they actually have a full buy, they don't. Because there's going to be one player who's a bit limited. It's Sanji this time around on an SMG. He does have utility behind him, but he doesn't have that firepower that you kind of need on the T side of Inferno. I don't know. It sort of works on a map like Dust 2, but on a map like Inferno, don't go for the hero AK buy every single round and expect it to work, because it doesn't.
No, because obviously they've got a UMP for Sanji here, and 2 players already dead. Ikinda can find one with the AK. James having a bit of a time in the smoke there. Hoping that might be able to find a frag, but Sanji, that UMP actually works out for him as he's able to upgrade to the M4 after taking down Finnegan. And now, hit shot from Sotfit, but an instant reply from Sanji as the smoke plumes keeps things in an even keel. Patsy's position could be everything. Did James spot him out from the bottom mid? I think he did, because Sanji's looking this way, playing the headshot angle from Pit. And James, oh no, which way is he going to go? Dima surely hears these steps. He does now, but James heard them too. It could have been a chance. It still is a chance for Dima. James thinks that he hasn't been heard and will decide, you know what? I'm just going to go for the bomb plant here. Doesn't wait for his teammate. And now Sanji, who was waiting over at the CT side, now has to clutch it, but he will. And he does. Sanji, a saviour for VP there.
Yeah, that was way too close for comfort. Way too close. Look at this from Dima. He's so close to getting that kill as well. He's got the right read on his opponent. He's just watching the angle. Unfortunately for him, he was somewhat low on HP and eventually ends up going down. But yeah, she pointed out, huge round for VP here. They needed this round, and now they can start to sort of put a dent in the economy of this Espada. But they need to pick up this one as well for that to really matter, because they only survived with one in the previous round. It means that they're down to the bare minimum once again. And as I said, they need this round desperately. Oh my god, Sotvik, how does he actually land the shot there and dig down his opponent and still survive? Dima finds the frag on kick it, quickly traded out by Buster, but it's a 1-for-1.
Not for long. VP, they'll be able to get themselves an opening. And once again, Yakinda's going to be having a bit of a lurk out towards that long position, looking to try and find an opening. There is a player over towards the pit that he's not going to be able to spot out. That is Finnegan. He can collect the first gun. James pushing towards the site. Bomb drop. They are committing towards the A site. Finnegan has to drop a smoke. He's going to be playing around the back of it, looking for frags. There's a second. He's still alive in this position. With the Yakinda all the way to library, he can cut off the rotations. At least he gets the first. Yapatsy and 2v2. Molotov in towards the site from Finnegan, forces Buster a little bit forward. He's over the top of the box, he's catching the burn on top of the box, and Yakinda is now left in a 1v2, but as he gets the first onto Finnegan, it's Dexter 1v1. He switches out that AWP for the M4, going to look to try and go for this defuse. It's planted for Yakinda though, but this smoke could be everything. He drops it, he'll tap the bomb, he's going to try and bait Yakinda in. He's going to go for the shot through the smoke. Yakinda, he has to reload. Dexter, he's going to try and hold it, but Yakinda will get the reload through, will get the kill through, and salvages Virtus.pro a third in that 1v2. Huge play.
Very tough situation there at the very last second from Dexter. But yeah, as you pointed out, huge play from Yakinda. He had a massive first half on the first map. He sort of fell off a little bit towards the later stages of that first half, or first map rather. And he hasn't really showed up massively here on the second map either, so he showed up now, and that's exactly where he needed that they needed that round, a very important round for them. They managed to pick it up. Now, Espada's economy is a little bit broken. And it's going to be even worse as James finds a nice double and kick it with one of his own. Patsy and Sotfik all on their lonesome 2 on 4. Okay, make that a 1 on 4. Sanji quick on the trigger.
Good luck, Sotfik, I guess. I mean, 1v4 MP9. You'll get one. Can upgrade to the rifle, at least. Hooray. Hip hip hooray, I guess. But 3 more players to find the bomb is walking in towards the B site. Won't even have time to get planted. His kicker will get the kill pretty quickly there. Pretty sharpish. And Virtus.pro starting to find a few rounds here. Getting life back in these dogs here. I was going to say old dogs, but they're not that old. They're pretty young.
It's not the VP that everyone used to know. This is a very, very different Virtus.pro. And for good reason. Like, the old Virtus.pro didn't work towards the end. They were, I don't want to say they were getting old and washed up, because that's not nice. But, you know what I mean. Like, they've been playing so long, they haven't really seen any improvement over a long time, and it was tough to teach the old dogs new tricks. I guess that was the problem.
Yeah.
So they decided to go for new puppies instead.
Yeah, I mean, I said old dogs. I maybe should have said old legs. I think that's the better. That's the actual phrase I was sort of going for. As it's you know, you have to stretch into things. But yeah, I guess it's old legs really for these more juvenile players. As Demon's forced out, he's having a bit of a run around the site, definitely trying to get those legs stretched. As with just a deagle, he'll be taken down pretty sharpish. Dexter does get one on the CZ, but with Yakinda doubling himself in towards the site, going to be VP taking control of this one and pretty much securing themselves a 5th.
Yeah, should be there around now as Yakinda, as you pointed out, gets the double open up. Teammate kick it. He's still just spraying and praying through the smoke. Seems like Espada is setting up for mostly exit track here, but Sanji, he's going to deny that quickly. On the SMG, going to give him a bit of extra bonus and money to work with as well. Upgrading it to the Galil. It's a bit of a better weapon. Yakinda with the final frag for the round. The triple for him. Multi-kill here for Yakinda. Still close towards the top of the scoreboard. This Sanji at the very top on 13. Yakinda on 10. Getting 3 of them in this round. Sanji even getting 2 of his own in that round. Yeah, as you said, it's looking a little bit better here for VP now. Was a rough start for them, we can't really deny that. 7-1 at one point. Now 4 rounds in a row here for VP. Already looking more rough than a Furthermore, they've managed to shift that economy in their favor now. Not really any money left here on Espada after reinvesting into this round. Good amount of money left on the pro side of it. Not going to be an issue for them to reinvest even if they lose a round like this. But they look like they want to go for something rather quick toward things. Initially, Finnegan getting caught in the midst of a jump. Patsy finds one, quickly traded out. And VP realizing immediately, yes, it was a 3-man stack towards B. It's something that we see a lot of teams do now on Inferno, actually, going for that 3-man stack towards B, at least early. And some teams just leave all 3 players on the B bomb site for the majority of the round. It's incredibly difficult to cover all angles over on the A bomb site if your opponents decide to approach that bomb site. And it's even more difficult to back off from the bomb site and keep yourself alive until the backup shows up. So I would love to see Espada change this up a little bit. I think it's fair to go with 3 players early on over towards the B bomb site, because sometimes we see B rushes, sometimes we see like early banana attempts from the T side to gain a bit of control. So early aggression or early 3-man stack over towards the B bomb site from the CT side is totally fine. And if you don't see any action, push 1 player back into CT or something like that. 6th round on the board here for VP though. Already back in action. Much closer first half here on Inferno than what we saw on the round.
Oh dear.
Oh yes.
Very different. Oh dear. That's all gone wrong for Espada very quickly in the round. 3 players are dead. Dexter's taken a bit of damage from a nade. They went for aggression down Banana and sort of, I think it was Kickert held mouse 1 while fully blinded. Was it Buster? One of the 2. Either way, they pop up 3 kills in the end. And well, it's going to be a walk in towards the A site as Espada will keep these guns alive once more. They open the FAMAS. Eventually they'll plant it once they get the position they prefer. And now they start to hunt a little bit for these Espada players. If they could take guns away here, would be good, because they have a lot of cash themselves. Here's one of them there, the AWP on Finnegan. Yeah, Finnegan's now going to try and hold on to this FAMAS. They the AWP at the end of the round, but he does find the first, down to 3 points of health. He is very much dead here. There are plenty of players all around him, and
oh no!
Oh, why kick it? Why would you do that to your Kinder? I could smell it.
Yeah, Yakinda was smelling blood there for sure. I think he got the information from his teammate that his opponent was going to be a little bit low from that duel. So he decided to go for the sneaky knife jump around the corner. Little bit silly here for Yakinda, let's be real. But I like it, man. It's all like, what is that good old saying in Love and War? Something.
It's all fun and games in Love and War. Is that the one?
Yeah, something like that. All is fair in Love and War. I think that's the saying, actually.
That's the one.
But, so yeah,
I prefer fun and games.
Go for the knife kills. Try and give yourself even more money. It doesn't matter at this point, of course, the money that is. This is the final round of the first half. Foster trying to get the opening frag in towards the B-bomb side, getting denied, and Stutbig lines them up for the triple. Dima finds one of his own. That was a quick into the half. There you have it, 8-7, favoring Espada, excuse me. We're going to head to a short break, and we'll be back in just a moment.
I'm so sorry that I wasn't really there for me. Cause nobody else is showing any empathy. Rudely awake and quite undertaken. Did I do something wrong? Life isn't easy. Why did you leave me here with my thoughts alone? I don't wanna wake up messed up. Cause I can spend another day like this. Another type of caked up breakup, where I've been finding any way to my fix. But I need you now. Cause I don't wanna be around.
Welcome back, people of the world, people of the internet. Welcome back to Espada
Sheeple.
versus Virtus. Sheeple. Oh, come on, man. Welcome back to Espada versus Virtus.pro. 8-7 for the first half. Espada now got to be on the T side here. We saw how much they struggled on the T side of Mirage. Obviously a different map here, and statistically speaking, they're actually not horrible on the T side of Inferno, so potentially help them out. So
Oh, I guess that's a reason to use a CZ. Oh dear, well he's been able to find a couple there, Jame, and that leaves Espada in a difficult position, especially as Sanji finds two more towards this B side. It's only Finnegan who's left, and no escape for him. Kickett's behind. Well, tie things up very cleanly there against Espada. 8-8.
Game. That's sickening.
Oh.
So the
Dirty.
CSET 75, it's actually a very, very solid pistol in those situations, and only those situations. Like, you don't want to be using a CSET 75 if you're typically holding like a long corridor or a long pathway of some sort, right? If you're playing around a close corner, typically in the pistol rounds, CSET 75 is totally fine, because it can deal a lot of damage in a very short amount of time. And we see it right there from Jame. Beautiful little double action. VP picking up the pistol, tying the game up, and giving them a good opportunities of finding a bit more and taking the lead. Here, Kinder. Nice triple. Very good control on the third crack there. Dexter finding a kill over towards the B bomb site. Kinder, he's already gone for the rotation. Sutvic trying to find something. It's not going to happen. Dexter actually got a more or less a running headshot with a deagle long distance in there. Okay. Yeah, look at the control here from Yakinda. He finds the first two, and then he stops shooting immediately. He's not like spraying all the way through and hoping for the best. He stops and then readjusts his aim. So exactly what he's supposed to do in that scenario. A lot of people will just continue their spray down, and there's no shame in that at all. It's sort of like muscle memory, I suppose. If you can stop your spray as quickly as you kill that second guy, and then readjust, there's a bigger chance of you actually holding on to, or finding yet another frag, is what I'm trying to say.
It is just pistol once again for Espada. They're just being mopped up here. Yakinda with another triple. 10 on the board for VP. It is a double-digit game for them once more. Espada just 2 rounds behind, but they'll get themselves a full buy-through. They've got the AKs up already. Dexter, does he go for an AWP? He could do. Yeah, just under 5k after armor was purchased, so definitely still go for that. Instead, he will go for just an AK-47. Not the easiest map to walk on the T side here, Inferno. They carry a couple weapons on that field round. Obviously, Sandy's still with that MP9 is the lowest weapon for them to use here, but it's not going to be stopping Buster, who has an M4, has a couple kills to his name already this round. It goes 2 for 1 towards that B site, but Patsy, sorry, not Pasty. I wouldn't mind a Pasty, but Patsy is a good fragger and not a tasty baked treat as now. Dexter's left all on his lone, so a 1 versus 3. He just get the first. Buster and James still to find. It's a minute to work with. Can he find a 9th here for Espada? He's just slowed things down to try and make VP worrisome about potential avenues for this push. And he tried to go through the smoke that James threw, but he's more than ready for that one. 11 for VP. We'll extend out their lead just a little bit further.
Actually, pretty good reactionary shot there from James. He was looking down towards the short side of A, what I like to call porch. Was looking in that direction. As soon as he saw his opponent push out of the smoke, quickly reacted and got the flick off and shot him down. VP, the first 3 rounds, make that 4 going in their favor.
Yep. Probably a 5th there.
Oh, maybe not. Quick aggression coming through from Finnegan. Buster, though, good positioning behind the new box, finds the first 2. Rotation already coming through here, giving him a good opportunity of backup. Yeah, probably gonna be another round on the board at this point. Good initial aggression there up towards Banana. Good initial frag from Finnegan. Buster played that to straight perfection. Throwing down the molly, keeps them at bay for just a little bit. And then he peeks out on either side of the new box and uses that smoke to his advantage as well. Very textbook play there from Buster.
Yeah, great job, and makes up towards that B site. Plays it really well after his teammate goes down early, so because it could have been a very difficult position where Espada with 5 players alive and sort of with momentum going in towards that B site could have found a second kill and had themselves like a 4-on-3 or the like. But Espada struggling as they switch over towards the T side. So far, they do have the guns out once more, but Finnegan and Dima already tagged down quite low. Dima over towards that banana position, trying to just contest that with the utility. It going either way. But it is Dima taking the damage as Sanji. The MP9 is effective close range. And Nikinda's now sniffed out that player over in Banana as things just keep going worse and worse for Espada here in Inferno, as it was a good start for them. But things have been slipping away, and now Buster might be about to finish this one off. No, he isn't. Buster has been busted. Finnegan stays alive. At least 1 kill found for the Espada side here in this round. But 4 more to find Finnegan. It's a it'd have to be a miracle, I think, for him to pick up much more.
Yeah, probably not much of a chance for him in this one. Could potentially find 1 here on to Kick It, but Kick It doing the smart thing. Nade trade. Dealing a bit more damage to Kick It than otherwise, but Game will eventually shut down Finnegan. 13-8, looking pretty strong at this point here for VP. Furthermore, I just want to reiterate, it was 7-1 for Espada very early on here on Inferno in the first half. It's been VP ever since. They've gotten 12 rounds while only giving 1 away to Espada. That's pretty much the start that they had on Mirage.
Yeah, and Espada, they need to find something soon here because VP, they're getting very close to 50. That's not how you do it. That's especially not how you do it, as your kind has found 2. Sophic will eventually take him down, but that's not worth it. VP have been able to whittle your numbers down to 3 while you've only taken 1 away. Excuse me, I'll get a bit of air trapped inside me somewhere. Causes me to have a bit of a burp, but
That's a yikes from me.
They could. Espada can still like find a way into this round. It's only a 1-man disadvantage. It's not going to be easy. look at the stack on towards a site as well from VP on towards A. They've got 2 players basically stood on top of each other, just watching the same angle. So anybody who comes around that corner is just dead. They're just dead. Even if they can find one of those kills by some miracle, it is a dead for them, basically. And Buster spotting a couple out towards long, drops the Molotov, going to drop a bit of to keep them safe, but they actually peek as he throws the smoke, and that now breaks up this little angle that the other 2 players were holding. Icket gets one, he traded, but Sanji in the advantage, and I love the final shot there, secures 14 for VP, and this may all be over for Espada here.
It's looking fairly likely at this point. VP doing God's work. GG Bet agrees with everything we've said. Well, except from the pre-game talk about this one. We expected a little bit more from Espada. Virtus.pro, they've taken real good control of it. It was Yakinda on the first map, at least the first half of the first map. It's Sanji now, alongside with Yakinda, getting a good amount of frags in to help VP shut this one down and take that 2-0 as they're looking for. It is important for them with a nice little 2-0 here. They did get a 2-1 yesterday. Essentially going to be counting as a 2-1, but it was actually a 2-0. Yakinda.
How is Buster alive?
Yeah, that's actually a real good question.
In his hand. There's not a push towards the team site. Kinder is having none of it though.
And that second frag is very, very clean. D-Map. 3 players pushing up Banana. He's in a 1-on-4 situation. What can you do other than yell, Jesus, take the wheel at this point?
I feel like shooting Celeste may have been more effective than praying to Jesus. But nicely done from Yakinda there. 3 in the round, 2 crucial frags there, just to ensure that the round isn't going to slip away from VP.
15-8. VP looking to shut this one down as quickly as possible. We've had, like, the first game we had today was very very one-sided, which meant that we had 1.5 hour of intermission before we went into this game. And this game started, what, roughly 2 hours ago at this point? And we're almost
just
done
under
with
2
it.
hours.
That's
Very
pretty
quick day.
quick games, man.
Yeah, compared to yesterday, yeah. Kinder, 1-for-1. Flashbang from Buster does help out with that initial frag. But it's still a 4-on-4 on VP, and they need to maintain control of both of these sites still.
Still on the back of the side, finds one. Finnegan quickly trades him out. Finnegan with a double here. It's not over quite yet. Espada still fighting with everything they got, or should I say Finnegan refusing to give up. Nice little triple. Passive positioning. That's a weird kind of peek.
No.
Piggott and James find one each. It's going to be all on Finnegan. He needs the ace to clutch this one out. Flashbang could potentially help him here. Oh. That flashbang is not going to help him. Oh. He forgot where he planted.
He doesn't know where the bomb was planted.
He was the one who planted it.
No. No.
Come
Not
on,
like
man.
this.
Come on.
Things you hate to see.